1. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Jung doesn't speak in surface-level advice. He digs deep where most people are afraid to look. This quote is not just psychological, it's revolutionary. Most of us think we're in control, that we choose what we want, love who we love, fear what we fear, by logic. But Jung says otherwise. He says there's a hidden self, made of memory, trauma, pattern, instinct, quietly steering your entire life. And you don't even see it. What you call fate might just be an unexamined fear. What you call destiny might be a story someone else wrote for you. Jung's message is clear. Face what's buried. Bring light to what hides in shadow, or the shadow will live for you. Words of Giants, Episode 4. Carl Jung, timeless wisdom from legendary minds. He didn't offer answers. He offered mirrors. Carl Jung didn't tell you what to think. He asked you to look where you avoid. His words are not meant to comfort. They are meant to awaken. If you've ever felt like something deeper drives you, if you've ever wondered why certain wounds repeat, or why light cannot exist without shadow, this episode is for you. Let's begin. 2. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. The world outside is full of distractions, ambition, comparison, chaos. It tempts us to measure life by outcomes and applause. But Jung invites us to shift our gaze inward, because looking outward may spark a dream, but only looking inward leads to awakening. Self-awareness isn't a retreat, it's the only real power. Inside you'll find patterns you didn't know ruled you, wounds you forgot still shaped you, and potential that's been buried under noise. To awaken is not to escape the world, it's to enter it with your eyes truly open. 3. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. So many live according to scripts, written by parents, culture, fear. They become who they think they should be, and forget who they are. But Jung reminds us, to become yourself, fully, deeply, unapologetically, is the greatest gift life can offer. This isn't ego. It's authenticity. It's saying, I will not betray my essence to fit a mold. Becoming yourself may cost approval, but it buys you freedom. 4. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Many seek growth through light, through positivity, through affirmation. But Jung says, true transformation begins in the dark. To heal, you must look at what hurts. To grow, you must face what shames. To be whole, you must stop pretending the shadow isn't part of you. You don't become light by avoiding the dark. You become light by walking through it and owning every step. 5. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. The people who trigger us, the patterns that haunt us, the emotions that won't let go, they're not random. They're mirrors. Jung believed that life doesn't just happen to us, it reflects through us. And every encounter is a lesson dressed in disguise. We are not victims of chaos, we are students of the self. And life is the classroom where we come face to face with who we really are, again and again. 6. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. Awakening isn't a peaceful process. It's raw. It's jarring. It breaks illusions we didn't even know we depended on. Jung reminds us, the moment we begin to see, really see, we also begin to hurt. Because truth often cuts deeper than denial. But in that pain is birth. A new self is forming, not polished but real. You cannot heal what you refuse to feel. You cannot grow unless you're willing to shed what's false. 7. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. We think self-love is comforting, but true self-acceptance is terrifying. It means facing every contradiction, owning every shadow, embracing every part we were taught to reject. Jung knew that wholeness isn't about being perfect. It's about including everything, light, dark, sacred, broken. To accept yourself completely is to stand naked before your own truth, and not flinch. 8. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The world wants one-size-fits-all answers. Jung rejected that. There is no universal map. No formula for happiness, no checklist for a good life. You must craft your own meaning. Wear your own shoes, even if others say they don't match. Wisdom isn't inherited. It's earned through living, feeling, falling, and finding what fits you. 9. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own souls. Jung saw through our distractions. He knew that we fill our lives with noise, endless work, empty pleasure, false identity. Why? Because silence reveals the soul, and many would rather run than listen. But avoidance comes with a cost. The longer you dodge your truth, the heavier it becomes. until one day it breaks through without permission. Better to face your soul now, while it still whispers. 10. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Yes, this quote appeared before, but now we come back to it deeper. The first time it was a message, now it's a mirror. Jung knew, clarity doesn't come from the world, it comes from within. No external success, no validation, no role can show you who you are. Look in, not just once but again and again, because the path forward always begins by going inward. 11. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Annoyance is a spotlight. What you can't stand in others is often a reflection of something unresolved in you. Jung doesn't suggest we ignore our reactions, he wants us to investigate them. Why does that trait bother me? Why do I judge that person so harshly? Because the shadow doesn't just hide in darkness. It hides in projection. Every irritation is a teacher in disguise, if you're brave enough to learn. 12. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Jung saw how trauma travels. Dreams denied. Joy postponed. Truths buried, not just by us but by those who came before us. And those unlived lives? They echo through generations. We inherit more than blood. We inherit silence, regret, unspoken desires. But awareness breaks the cycle. Live your life fully, and you heal more than just yourself. 13. In all chaos there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a secret order. Life looks messy. Plans fail. Emotions rise. The path twists unexpectedly. But Jung saw beneath the chaos. He believed that every unraveling hides a deeper weave, a structure forming just beyond our current understanding. This is not blind optimism. It's deep faith in the unconscious, in the intelligence of your inner world. Even when everything falls apart, something deeper is falling into place. 14. Resistance to the self is the root of all inner conflict. We often blame others, our job, our partner, the world. But Jung cuts deeper. At the root of your unrest is one thing: resistance to who you really are. You're not broken. You're blocked. And until you stop resisting your truth, your joy, your gifts, your limits, peace will remain out of reach. Freedom isn't found in becoming more. It's found in becoming real. 15. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. This is Jung's final gift, a reminder that identity is not dictated by pain, past, or pattern. You are not your trauma. You are not your failures. You are not your inheritance. You are the awareness that chooses, the will that transcends. And every moment you choose growth over fear, you become more of who you truly are. Carl Jung didn't give answers. He gave questions, the kind that open secret doors in the mind. His wisdom doesn't shout. It invites. It listens. It reveals. Let his words guide you inward, to the place where shadow becomes understanding, and understanding becomes transformation. Words of giants, timeless wisdom from legendary minds. New episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Subscribe and carry the wisdom forward.